everybody, welcome back to the channel for another live show. This is your match preview ahead of the Euro 2024 final, of course, this Sunday. It is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a very good game, and I'm really looking forward to it. Look, I'm not going to lie, we are looking forward to it now, and we're looking forward, but I must admit, I don't know how many times I've watched Ollie Watkins' goal. You know, it's been on repeat. I still can't believe we're in the final, guys. But look, obviously, the last time we were in the final was we've got back-to-back finals in the Euros, and we all know, obviously, how the last Euro final went. Still very painful, of course. Don't think we've ever. I think it's really been a. I don't know. We had. It's still very much in the memory, and it's very much difficult to take, of course. And yeah, no, we have another opportunity though to write some history on Sunday, and is it going to be second time lucky? But yeah, we're going to get into it, guys. We're going to get into all the different key battles that will be where it will be won and lost the match, and looking at we're going to go through my lineup as well and look at what we're going to be up against in Spain's predicted lineup too. And yeah, I'm just going to share my overall thoughts ahead of the game, really. But hopefully we do have a special guest joining us very soon. Orest should be coming on very soon, guys. So he wasn't due to come on at the start, but he said he would come on about halfway through, or maybe a bit less before that. But yeah. But it will be me to start with. So let's have a look at the comments before we do get going into the actual show. Just evening, Ryan. Hope you're having a great day. Your evening, yeah, it's been all right. Thanks. Hope you have too. Aidan, hello, mate. I hope you're okay. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? How are you doing? It's good to see you back in. Make sure to smash the like to run a subscribe and get big up to you. Always here, always promoting this channel, of course. Yes, I'm looking forward to the final, but the big news we need to talk about is Southgate staying on until 2026. I mean, look, we could potentially cover that at the end of the show, but yeah, I mean, when I saw that, I thought, wow. But the thing is, though, I know there is discussions, but at the end of the day, a decision isn't going to be made until after the tournament. And if Southgate wants to walk, which he may do unexpectedly, then there is still hope that he may leave. But anyway, I know what you're saying. But look, this game is going to be such a tough test. It's going to be a tough game for us, isn't it? Spain, one of the most impressive sides that have been in the tournament this year, this time. I think they've scored goals for fun as well, and they've looked so good. But the thing is, guys, I'm not going to go too into the stats this evening, to be honest with you. I am going to cover a few, but I'm not going to go into the amount that I've done in the past, because I think that at the end of the day, a final is just one match. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. It's about just this one match. And so yeah, I'm not going to go too much into the stats, even though Spain do go into the game favourites. But look, at least we can go in and try and play our football and go under the radar. Because obviously when we were in the final at the Euros, obviously the last Euros, obviously in England at Wembley, I think we were probably the favourites because of us being at home. So yeah, so we've got the opposite still a bit of pressure, but it's not as favourites. So will that play in our favour? I'm not too sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I know because of his first time. I know it hasn't been announced, but he had his medical today. So I don't know. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. You're responding to what I said when they said, hope you're okay. Yeah. But look, we're going to get into it then. So there's a lot of things to be said about this game, isn't there? Where is this game going to be won and lost, guys? The midfield there's going to be battles all over the field, isn't there? There's some key battles, You look at Rodri, in that midfield for Spain, up against the likes of, you know, Phil Foden or Jude Bellingham as well. So, yeah, I mean, look, who's going to come out on top in that one? And then you got the likes of Lamine Yamal and Luke Shaw. There's another key battle there. Another one, Cucurella v Saka. I think, you know, who will come out on top in any of these guys? I mean, it could be anybody, couldn't it? You know, Olmo, who I've been really impressive, by the way. I think Olmo has really gone under the radar in this tournament. He's got a few goals. He's made an impact from the bench more often than not. And obviously, he did start the last few because obviously Pedri got injured, didn't he? And then he's obviously been ruled out for the tournament. So, got his chance from the start, and he's well and truly taken the opportunity, and he looks really good. He looks a really good player. But yeah, I mean, look, he will be probably looking at the likes of Rice or Manu in that, you know, to try and stop him from working his magic. And then you've got the likes of Nico Williams versus Walker. Now, who will come out on top on that one? Because Williams is a very tough attacker to come up against, isn't he? You know, we've seen what he's done, and very quick. You know, Kyle Walker is still quite quick himself, but he is a bit older now, so it'll be interesting to see who wins that battle, guys, won't it? But look, we do go in search of history on Sunday. You know, can we go one step further this time, guys? We are dreaming. The fact that we're in this final now, it would mean so much to us, especially after, you know, the last final, the Euros final that we got to, how that played out. We so want this to be ours, you know, and if we can get over that, I keep going over it in my head, dreaming about this. I keep thinking over it. If we actually win this, I mean, it would be incredible. Obviously, we would never see, you know, most of us haven't ever seen England win anything in their lifetime, so this would be just unbelievable, wouldn't it? But yeah, like I said, I think the midfield is likely to provide, you know, really prove crucial in the final for me. So much talent in the midfield for both sides. So we're going to go into a bit of detail about each of the battles now, guys. So I did obviously mention Rodri. I mean, look, Rodri, you know, he's an unbelievable midfielder, and obviously the likes of Foden know Rodri very well, of course. So will that help us a bit? And probably not. Obviously, yeah, Rodri's the engine of this Spain midfield, you know, of the team, to be fair. You know, dictating play from that midfield, creating 5 chances, got 1 assist, and he's recovered the ball 31 times, guys, in this tournament. So, yeah, no, look, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? But we're going to catch up in the comments. So, Shorts to start with Trippier to deal with Yamal. Scored it, England women 1. And women 0. Nice. Yeah, I know that. I know that. In fact, I won't play it, but I'll put it on in the background here. But yeah, no, it's nice to see the England women winning. Then it's a qualifying, isn't it, this evening? It's qualifying for the Euros. Yeah, for the next year's Euros. I saw Trippier struggle against Gakpo. Yeah, he did, didn't he? 58 years of hurt to come to an end. I mean, look, like I said, because people are saying, yeah, that, oh, it's written in the stars that we'll go on to win this now. But we all thought that in the last Euros, guys, and look what happened. So I don't want to say them words just yet. I just want to see what happens. Only if Shoy is fully fit, he should start to deal with Yamal, because I think, yeah, I know it is. I've said it is. And then you've got the likes of Yamal versus Shaw. Look, Lamine Yamal, I mean, I've said it loads of times, but 16 years of age. Obviously, he's turning 17 on Saturday, tomorrow, the day before the final. But what a tournament he's had. What a talent this guy is. I just have to it's hard to believe he's 16. Because he obviously became the youngest goal scorer at the Euros or World Cup. He broke Pele's record. He's provided a couple of assists in the tournament, created 13 chances, just causing complete havoc all the time on that on the right wing, where while Nico Williams obviously has done the same on the left. And I think if we're going to have any chance of winning, guys, I think we'll have to deal with Spain's threat down the flanks. I think that's a key thing to say, isn't it? Kieran Trippier obviously has never really looked comfortable on that left-hand side. We've talked about it, the imbalance of that left-hand side. And look, he's done his best. So Trippier has done his best, but yeah, you could tell it's not his natural side. Apparently, Trippier isn't injured out anyway for this game, because he did come off into it at half-time. Now, I thought that was because he was not very good, but apparently he did pick up something. Although it was a precaution, he did come off with a slight issue. So yeah, how will those two? I think it will be Shaw that starts, but we can get to the lineups very soon, guys. Don't worry. So Cucurella versus Saka. Now Cucurella, to be fair, has looked a completely different player, hasn't he, for Spain? I think for Chelsea, he's looked a bit thingy at times. He's looked a bit not as good as what he, For Chelsea, he's not looked the same, has he? But for Spain, he seems to have done very well. Obviously, he started 5 of Spain's 6 matches. But obviously, for Saka, obviously, that heartbreak of missing that penalty in the final of obviously Euro 2020, and obviously the horrible racial abuse that he suffered as well, which was a disgrace, by the way, in the aftermath. I think this year's Euros has highlighted his real resilience. It really has. 22 years of age, Saka. It's been a constant threat. As we know, he got that amazing goal against Switzerland too. Before obviously scoring in the penalty shootout too. No, Saka. I'm a big fan of Saka. I think Saka will be a real. He's always been a real asset for England, and to be fair for his club, he's done well too. But I think for England, yeah, I love watching him play. I think he's going to be an interesting battle between those two. Who will get the better of one another? Then obviously Olmo, as I said, Olmo has been outstanding. I've really liked him. I think he's been a fantastic player. Up against Rice, Rice has played every minute of England's tournament so far. Covered more distance than any other player, with 74.91 kilometres. Obviously, he's had more than 300 touches and 236 completed passes. But yeah, Declan Rice and Olmo, it'd be interesting to see what happens there. I do expect, obviously, Manu to obviously help out. Obviously, it's not going to be just them two that battle it out. I think Manu will certainly try and, do his work as well, which he has done so well in this tournament, as we know. And we have got Orest in the back room. I will get you in a moment. We are just going to finish this last point. Williams versus Walker. Now, Nico Williams has been outstanding. He's such a good player, causing problems down that side that he's on. And Walker, is he going to be able to cope with the pace of Williams? I know Walker's quite fast, but Nico Williams is even faster, of course, because he's a lot younger as well. So you've got to bear that in mind. But Walker, very clever player, and hopefully he can come out on top. But look, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. But we are going to get our guest on now. I have kind of gone through a few of these backgrounds where the game could be won or lost. But yeah, here we are then. So let's get Orest in. Hello there. How are you doing?
Yes, big up, man, big up. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. We're just going through the final, of course. We're looking ahead, and but thank you for joining me this evening. And let's just have a look at the comments because I've lost a few here. Watkins needs to start with a Caden, says, yeah, we will get into the lineups we are going to get into those now in a minute. I watched the England vs Netherlands review on the Barnstone that you were on yesterday, you mean. And I was annoyed what Matt said, I think, about me and should go to it. Yeah, I mean, for me, I did stand my ground on that one, by the way. I think Manu, hasn't had much experience at the senior level. He should be staying at Manchester United, and I think he's the future of the club. So he's not going to be. I didn't agree with that either, to be honest with you. So yeah, I made sure I made my point. Don't you worry. And yeah, Orest, he's saying that, yeah, big up, man. But yeah, I mean, Orest, before we do get into the lineups and things like that, how are you feeling now ahead of the game? Obviously, it's getting closer. I mean, we all know it's going to be a huge test, and we're going to have to be at our best because I think, look, if we sit back from the start and allow them to find the rhythm spin, I think it's just going to be a long night. We have to take the game to them, make them uncomfortable, put them on the back foot and just take the game to them, really, because like I said, they are going into the game favourites. But yeah, I mean, how are you feeling now it's getting closer to that final?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's more of the fact I like when teams write us off, because I'm like when people write us off. I like it because it's football, anything can happen. But like you said, I think the game plan should be it is we remain our game. Don't let them much time with the ball. That's what Spain are good at, having possession, making teams making players tired. So we have to make sure we're sticking to our game plan. No silliness, no silly fouls. Just focus from minute 1 to 90 because Spain can cause us troubles if we're not alert. Spain can cause us some issues. So no mistakes hopefully at the back. But I'm actually confident. I really hope that we don't have. It'll be a bit disappointing if we have back-to-back losses, but I think we can win this. If we take our chances, that's one thing. Take your bloody chances. Once you have it, go for it. But I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, there's good like competitions, midfield battles between Spain and England. Obviously, Maine versus Rodri. That's the main one. But yeah, listen. I think for me, their wingers. We all know Lamar and Williams. They have to be quiet, and it's down to us as the fullbacks that start to make sure they did their jobs. So I'm something tells me a cheeky 2-1 win, but I don't know. I don't know. I hope we do win it, but like I said, we have to stick to England, focus on ourselves, and don't worry about Spain.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that midfield battle will be where the game is won and lost, won't it really? And like I say, cutting that supply off to Yamal and Williams, because I think if you get them on the ball, they're hard to stop, aren't they? So you need to try and cut that supply. It's easier said than done, of course. But yeah, going on the fight, I kind of said that at the start. I think the final, obviously the last Euros final, obviously where we lost. I think for me, the fact that we lost that, we can use that to make sure we win this one, because yeah, the feeling after that game was horrible, and yeah, we don't want that feeling again, of course. So yeah, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. I didn't see the last. Oh, you watched it today, you mean? Yeah, but obviously it was last night. I did. Yeah, fair enough. But do you think how do you stop the likes of Rodri in that midfield? And obviously, how do you, I just look at him and think he's an outstanding player, and it's very difficult to. I suppose you've got to try and get in his face, make him feel a bit uncomfortable, and stop him. But no, it's going to be interesting. But we are going to get into the lineups. Ironically, our lineup is exactly identical, but we will go through the predicted lineup for Spain first, and then we will get into England, of course. So here we are. So I'm going to take the banner off, guys, so you can see it a bit better here. So this is the expected lineup for Spain. It's obviously Unai Simon in goal, who I think he's there to be got at, guys. I think he isn't I don't think he's the best. He looks a bit shaky for me. You've got to put him under pressure because he has been known to give the ball away a bit, and plus he just doesn't. He looks like he's a bit shaky for me when he's just in that goal for me. Cucurella obviously at the back with Laporte. Lenormand will come back in, I believe. He was suspended the last game, but he will be back too. There's no question about that. Carvajal as well, he's back. The experienced pro from Madrid who has been there, seen it, done it, and obviously he's obviously a bit slower now, so is that an opportunity for us to get at him a bit more? But no, still a good player, very clever. Fabian Ruiz, by the way, Fabian Ruiz, I know we talk about Rodri here, but Fabian Ruiz has been so good. He has been so good in that midfield. People always focus on Rodri, yeah, fair enough. But Ruiz has also done fantastic, and he's played his part in that midfield for sure. And then, of course, this talent, and this forward line, it's scary. Nico Williams, of course, Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, and Morata, of course, the experienced head at the front of the attack. But, Orest, what do you make of this? Obviously, Carvajal coming back in, which is a boost for them. Lenormand, he's a decent pretender. He's not. I don't think he's that great. He's done all right, but they need to be taken. Laporte, quite aging.
For me, yeah. I look at the left back, man. Listen. Cucurella has been playing brilliant for Spain, but we've got good. Saka can absolutely do something against Cucurella because he's done it against Arsenal, Chelsea. He's done him apart. I watched a bit. A lot of Arsenal fans are saying that Saka turned Cucurella, but Saka can definitely rip apart Cucurella. Yeah. I can see a mistake from Lenormand. Definitely a mistake. From him or Laporte. One of them are a true mistake, in my opinion. But Carvajal, experienced. They've got this experienced player there. But other than that, Fabian Ruiz, wow. This guy, sensational. And I think Rice and Maine have got a lot of tough task for them, stopping them down. Dani Olmo as well. Dani Olmo, what a quality. We're going to have to make quiet, but Morata.
What do you make of Morata? Because, I don't know. Yeah, what do you make of him?
He's good. The thing is, he's good and bad. Like, when he's good in his days, he's an absolute. He can cause trouble, but he can have off days as well. But Morata, and if I'm Kyle Walker or if I'm John Stones, I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? I'll focus on myself. I don't look at Morata, but Morata can still cause us issues. I know people call him the offside merchant and stuff, but he can still cause issues. But it's the two pacey wingers that they have. Obviously, hopefully, we'll be having Kyle Walker and probably Luke Shaw, but we need pace. We need to make sure everyone's tracking back as well because we can't let them have open spaces. But Unai Simon, I'm a bit 50-50 on him. I don't rate him, but yeah, there's a mistake as well from Unai as well. So
yeah, I agree.
no.
Yeah, no, but this is a solid team, and they've shown what they're about in the tournament. So we're gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, Morata for me, I think he's not as good as maybe what he once was, but if you give him space in the penalty area, he will put. I do believe he will score. So yeah, we're gonna have to be careful. But yeah, so guys, let me know what you think about the Spain side. But yeah, that is the predicted 11. I think that will be the 11. To be honest with you, I can't see it other than I did do a bit of research. Let's have a look at the comments, guys. This is Big of Orange Coat. You're okay, yeah. We know if we score early, we are going to sit back and hold on to the lead. Would you wrap? This is another thing, yeah. This is a good question, this John. Thank you for this. So yeah, for me, I said it last night on the podcast I was on, right? That I don't want to score it early. I would rather just keep it tight. We can't, and maybe score into the second half. Because like you said, if we score first, which showed in the final against Italy, we just sit back. And I don't think we can afford to score early because that could jinx us if we do. But I'd rather score a last-minute winner. To be honest, yes, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's annoying though, isn't it? Because you want to start the game well and you want to score it because that should set the foundation. But with us, with this manager, it just doesn't, does it? Because he just decides to sit. That's his approach, which clearly doesn't work. It's been proven. But yeah, no, thank you for that question. But yeah, that's my opinion on that one. Blue Terrace is a very good team, but not sure it's better than ours, despite performing better. Well, for me, I don't think it's about which team is better, which sounds crazy. I think that we haven't shown what we can do in this tournament, fully. Whereas they have excelled and they've played well. The individual players have played a lot better throughout the whole games. So I kind of get what you're saying, but if that was the case, we would have been able to just storm our way through to the final, and that's not been the case because we've played so badly. So no, I don't agree. I think Spain have got quality in there. I think it's pretty level. Maybe Spain a bit better. I don't know to be honest with you. It's hard to judge, to be honest. I mean, what do you make? Do you think? What do you make of this comment? Because I just don't know if we've got the better side or if they have, really, to be honest.
It's just there's two good teams, but if I have to pick one, it's tough. Probably more Spain, but like I
Yeah.
said, it's both brilliant teams. Obviously, Spain have been performing better team. It's tough because if we had the better manager, then I would have said, but yeah, I'll probably edge Spain a bit for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Danny Olmo was great last game. Danny Olmo has been fantastic, to be fair, when he's come on, obviously, and obviously start last year as well. But no, I think he's a really good player, tidy player, very effective, and yeah, he's contributed a lot to Spain's good success so far. All three of our strikers are better than Morata. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, look, I agree. I do agree. I know I don't want to kind of thingy Morata, but I have to agree. Obviously, well, mind you, Kane hasn't looked the best, to be honest with you, but we know what he's about. He's still contributed. Watkins, yeah, he's been outstanding. He hasn't had much game time, but we know what a player he is. So I agree, Watkins is better than Morata. And Tony, I think Tony's better than Morata. I can't say his name. But yeah, I mean, yeah, spot on there. Like the Euro 2020 U19 man was involved in his own goal with Pedri passing it. A last minute winner will send the whole country. But I mean, yeah, look at the scenes if that can. I just keep replaying that moment we get the winner, and I don't know why, because it can't. But I just don't know how I will be. Emotions will be running high. Looking at Wednesday performance, when you say England are right in the tournament, for me, I think we played well, but I'm not sure we played well in the first half, definitely. But in the second half, we seemed to step off the. We seem to lose our spark in the second half, and didn't get any rhythm going. But it was certainly it was the best first half I've seen from us for a while. So from that first half, yeah. But I mean, what do you make of this, Orest? I mean, do you think it was a bit of a, like a statement, we've arrived kind of performance or not?
It's 50-50, I would say. Obviously, performances, people can argue that we're not been playing better. But I thought, on Wednesday, first half, we absolutely dominated. Like, that's the first time I've seen us play some good football. But some people obviously maybe saying that we've had lucky road to get into there. here. But listen, I wouldn't say lucky because Switzerland. People were saying that with the dark horses. So I understand why people. Well, I understand and not understand, but listen, our performances definitely have to be better, much better. But you know what? I would say so. Yeah, I would say we've arrived there. Uh,
Yeah.
Goals that we concede early, like, and plus late subs, we need to fix that. Southgate needs to fix that. Like, I'm sorry, but in this final, I do not want to be seeing you bringing on Palmer with 10 to go, 5 minutes to go.
This is the thing. This is the thing, though. This is what I was going to mention. You reminded me. In a final, your decisions are heightened even more. You know, your decisions from the touchline and manager. You know, that is where that is a massive part. So Southgate, like you say, has to be proactive, not reactive. And yeah, make the changes sooner. And yes, people can say, you know, the substitutions worked. For me, I think the substitution of Palmer and Watkins should have come earlier. Okay, it worked out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you still have to look at why he didn't change it sooner, because we all could see that he needed changing. So yeah, no, I agree. I absolutely agree what you said there. But yeah, but anyway, so let's have a look at our starting 11. So John Pickford, like I said, the back three. I will talk through why I've gone for this line on the noise. You can kind of say what you want to say as well. Obviously, Mark Gay, he's just been outstanding for me. So good. And he's been our best defender overall in this time. I'm sorry, but he's just been so good. I really like him. I think you feel comfortable when he's on the ball, but even if he loses it, which he showed in one of the games, he gets back and recovers very well, and that's what you've got to do. He got a tackling. I can't remember which game it was now, but he lost it. He gave it away, but he got back in and got a tackling and won the ball back. So, no, Gay has been brilliant. John Stones, it was a little bit of a better performance the other night. And Kyle Walker as well. Look, Kyle Walker's not been the same as Tom, but I think he played very well. Apart from turning his back for the goal when Holland scored for me, but I thought that was cool. I don't know what he was doing there, to be honest with you. But obviously, Kyle Walker has to start for me as well in that position. And then the wing backs there, obviously Saka. I like Saka in that position. He just gives him that freedom to get down that wing. He's such a he's got it all for me, Saka. You know, he beats his man up more often than not. His crosses are brilliant. You know, he has a good strike on him too. He's got all the game. He's got such an amazing game, hasn't he? So for me, Saka starts there. He did well there. Now people are saying Luke Shaw, is he going to be able to play 90 minutes? You know, is he going to go in extra time? But I think the game will finish in 90 minutes personally. But I think Luke Shaw has come off the bench in the last two games. So, and he's looked very good. It looks like he's not even been injured. So his fitness doesn't look too bad, even though it probably isn't as good as what it should be, because obviously the lack of minutes he's had in his injuries and whatever. But Luke Shaw, we can't have an imbalance in this team. And Kieran Trippier, as much as he's done well and he's done his best for us, I'm not going to fault him at that, he has. But he's not a natural left-sided player, so I think we have to take a risk, and we have to put Shaw in. We can't afford to take a risk against this Spain team, personally. And of course, Declan Rice and Kobe Mainoo in the middle, and yeah, they're going to be a big part in that midfield for us. And you always know you can rely on Mainoo and Rice. I think Rice has been good, although I don't think he had the best games in the last game. I think he wasn't as effective as what we've seen, but still good, to be honest with you. And then Jude Bellingham, of course, fair forward with Phil Foden. Now, I probably would have dropped Phil Foden, but Foden did play well in that. I have to give him credit. He was outstanding in that first half on the other side. Although he was a bit quieter in the second, but the majority of the team were. But he did seem to fizzle out for him. But that first half, I think he deserves to start on that basis. And people are going to be surprised, but for me, I have to go what I think. Ollie Watkins has to start this game, guys. I know it probably won't happen, but I don't care. Ollie Watkins makes those runs. We need to get him behind that defence. we are not going to get in behind with a laboured Kane, I'm afraid. We're not. So, although Kane is outside, I think he still has a part to play in this game, absolutely. But I just think Watkins, just put him on from the start, and he will cause problems, and he will get chances, and he will be full of confidence as well. So I think, yeah, for me, I have to go with him. But yeah, I mean, Orest, you went with exactly the same line as me. But I mean, talk me through why you went with this lineup, whatever, if you want.
Yeah, as you said, we will get fans saying, "Oh, why is Kane dropped?" Look, Kane. Yes, he can probably do something against Spain, but Watkins, he is fired up now. He's literally said in an interview that he was promised to get a goal in the semi-final. For me, Watkins, if I look at Watkins and Kane right now, if I ask one of them who's ready for the final, Watkins will be the first one to say, "Yes, I'm ready to start." So Watkins starts. He's already fired up. Foden, Bellingham makes sense for me. What I would tell Foden, Bellingham, and Main Rice, compact the midfield. Make sure the midfield is tight. Don't let open space because we know Fabio Ruiz, Danny Olmo can run through them. So compact that midfield. Mainu, do what you did in the FA Cup final, yeah?
Oh,
do
yeah.
do it. Luke Shaw, I'm certain he's fit now to start. Hopefully, I'm not a doctor, but I think it's obviously came on for 45 minutes, so I think he's ready to start. Hopefully, because I watched Trippier, right? I, I know he's not a left back, but he couldn't. What I saw from him, he didn't want to overlap. Like in the first half, he didn't want to overlap. Always, pass back. So for me, Luke Shaw starts. Saka, I mean, I know he's an Arsenal player, but when I watch him for England, he puts me up. I have to stand up. He gets me excited. I have to stand up when he's on the counter attack. So listen, Saka, what I'll tell him, just make sure you are on Cucurella. Make him scared, right? I know. Listen, Saka can absolutely rip apart Cucurella if Saka is fired up. And then Walker Stones, Mark Guehi, I think no question. That Guehi for me. I mean, wow. I mean, people thought, oh yeah, Maguire's not in now, so we're gonna struggle. We're gonna struggle because Maguire's not in. The brick wall of England is not here. But Mark Guay for me deserves full praise if we was to win the tournament. So Mark Guay starts. Stones, Walker. I mean, Kyle Walker is gonna have a massive, massive job to do in the game for me. I think it's Walker. Obviously, both fullbacks, Saka, Luke Shaw, but Walker and Guay for me have big tasks to do. If
Yeah.
so,
Oh,
Williams, Lamau, keep them quiet. But I'm positive of Walker and Guay to do this, for that job. So hopefully they can keep it quiet. And Pickford, yeah, no one can question Pickford. I like Pickford. I think he's a funny keeper. So listen, I hope that. But with knowing Southgate, he'll probably make one change and start
yeah.
Harry Kane. Start Harry
Yeah.
Kane. Harry Kane can still do something, but it's the fact that he drops into midfield. I don't like that when you drop into midfield. But I want Watkins because of the pace, and I think he's got nice, good build-up play, and you know what? He's got good strength as well. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, but for me, for me, why Watkins starts is because he's constantly on the move. He makes those runs. I just don't know how we're going to get in behind with Kane. And like you say, he's dropping deep for some reason. I don't understand why he's doing that. Just stay where you're most potent, which is in the penalty area. But yeah, Stones has to step it up again. I think the Stones look quite shaky for me. I'm sorry, but he needs to show his leadership, and Walker hopefully he can keep going. But yeah, but yeah, the formation has to stay the same for me because it has been out, but we have looked better with that back three. And yeah, I don't think you can change it. I don't think you need to change it to a back four like I did in the last game, which I don't know why I did that, to be honest with you. But yeah. Why don't we call Wan-Bissaka to play led by
I'm beside
yeah.
England, which nation? Which nation? Congo, yeah. Which
Oh, does
nation?
it? I thought he was English. I thought he was eligible for it. Oh. Um it's 3-4-3. What have you gone with here? Have you gone with the same as us?
Oh,
You
he's dropped. He dropped Foden. for Palmer.
Yeah,
Okay.
interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't question South Africa for that. But Foden played brilliant in that semi-final. He timed um, that we've been all asking for. So all this, oh, but he can't play on the left. Well, he obviously can. So
It's nonsense, isn't it? All that. It's just an excuse for him. That's all it is, right? But for me, Cole Palmer, though, to be fair, when he's come on, look very good too. So for me, I don't
Palmer
think.
Watkins, they're duos,
Yeah,
all good duo. They know each other. So
yeah, exactly. They link up
yeah.
well. But yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as us,
Mm,
apart from Foden
yeah,
for Palmer. Yeah. But yeah, I won't be unhappy to see that. Why not?
big
Nippon,
up.
hello, big up to
Yeah.
you. It's so strange seeing Harry Kane not busting the gut to get on the end of Saka's cutbacks. I mean that's it, isn't it? It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, Spain obviously are unbeaten in this tournament, guys. They've won all 6 games. It's just going to be so. These are the stats we're coming up against, guys. Obviously, 13 goals they've scored, 3. They've only conceded 3 in 6. Like I said, the possession. Look, I expect them to have the ball a lot more. But the thing is, for me, is that we need to make sure that when we have the ball, we need to keep it and we need to be effective with the ball, of course. I don't expect us to have more possession in Spain because it is difficult, but I think we just need to try and stifle them a bit and get in their face a bit. Of course, you can't do that for full 90 minutes, but you have to really keep focused. And there is a few other stats there which I'm not going to get into, guys, but I just wanted to kind of show you
Mm.
guys what we're up against. They cover a lot of ground, as you can see there. Their passing accuracy, obviously 90%, so good. And they recover a lot of balls as well, guys. So they are a very strong outfit.
Oh, I thought
Uh,
he did.
I don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah,
Uh,
maybe we need to have a look. But hang on a minute. But yeah, I mean, one most. What I don't want to stat you guys out, but these are the most dribbles from the finalists. Yamal is the top of the list with 30, no surprise. Williams not far behind, 29. Now Saka's made 24, Jude Bellingham 23, and Dani Olmo 19. So look, Yamal, we need to try and stop this guy. I don't know how we do it, but we need to just stop the supply. Just try and I don't know. I don't know how you stop this guy. He just seems to be unstoppable. Nico Williams is another one who, yeah, okay, Yamal seems to have taken a lot of the limelight, but Nico Williams has been outstanding too. So we've got to be careful about him. He's got lots of pace. I don't know how you stop him either. Saka, of course, we said about Saka, he always makes those dribbles forward, tries to make things happen, and he's always beating his man more often than not, which, yeah, is so good. Jude Bellingham will be key as well. He needs to try and... I think Bellingham, for me, needs to just kind of relax a little bit. I think he seems to be a bit uptight at the moment. And who am I to tell him to relax? Yeah, because he obviously just got, but I just think he's a bit like, he thinks that people are on his back a bit too much, maybe, from his reactions throughout the tournament. But for me, I think he just needs to just play his game. We know what he's about. And I don't like the fact that people are saying Bellingham hasn't played that well in this time. I think he's not going to play at the highest level in every game. I think it's difficult. I think he's impacted games and he's been a key player for us. So I think people just need to kind of lay off him. But yeah, so we are set for the final, guys, but we just need to wait and see what happens. But it's going to be I think we're going to get nervous as the game gets tomorrow and then Sunday. I'll be really nervous because this means so much to us, doesn't it? And if we can win this, I keep replaying it in my head, but I don't want to get too carried away because I know the task that's at hand, and I don't know. But I don't really know what else to say in this preview, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I think we've covered everything. I mean, unless Orest, you want to say anything, but for me, I just think, like you say, I want to see us get out at Spain from the first minute. Make them realise they're in for a really good game. because I think Spain will know deep down we've not been playing our best. Of course, they haven't really. They won't say that, but I think they'll know we were being a bit off, below par. But yeah, we need to just, and for me, like I said, don't score early, wait a bit, and just keep it tight. And yeah, the battles in the midfield, Yamal, is he gonna, come up with another beauty of a goal? I hope not. He's already done that in the last round, so he doesn't need to do it again. It's fine. But no, it's going to be a really exciting game. This, I think, even if we don't excite, Spain certainly will. But we don't want that to happen, of course. But yeah, I hope Manu score.
If he does the.
Wow, he's it would be anyone that scores something, but yeah, he does deserve it today. He's had an outstanding tournament. Yeah, you're right. He does deserve it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's just see. But final thoughts before we end. Orest, any final thoughts?
Hopefully, listen. If I'm Gareth Southgate, I'm not telling these players to sit back. Yes, we might not have the possession, but once you have the ball, make sure you actually use the actual ball of it, like the importance of the ball. So keep it, don't throw it away, don't kick it about. Actually, when you have the ball, keep it, try to use it well, and just go for it. But yeah, it's going to be a big match. I'm looking forward to it. Each day comes by, and listen, we know that. I'm just happy for the young generation, really, because obviously last time, 1966, I don't think half of us won't remember that, but it'll be brilliant if we win this for the generation. And also, London will be going absolutely insane if we do win it. So expecting all people not to be requesting bank holidays. So
yeah, no.
Listen, I think we'll win 2-1, but
yeah.
Southgate, please do not be clueless, because this is the final now. So you have to not panic, but be proactive. That's what you have to do. But yeah, other than that, hopefully he still leaves off after this. But I'm hearing some bad updates.
Yeah, because I saw that, and Aiden did. You remind me about that, but yeah, I did forgot to do it. Look, my prediction before we do get into that, maybe that's good time to finish with the Southgate situation. Well, I've predicted us to lose in the last 2 rounds, and we've actually won. So my superstitious mind, yeah, will be going again. And this is not the score I want it to be, or what I maybe think it is, but I'm just going to stick with my superstitious mind. So I'm probably going to go with a 2-1 Spain, but that means we're going to win, guys. So I'm actually really predicting us to win. So I'm just saying. But yeah, get your score in the chat, guys, if you wish to. You are more than welcome to get those in. But I mean, yeah, look, I have seen these reports about Southgate staying on for the World Cup. Now, for me, there may have been talks, but I don't think we need to get too uptight about this, because I think ultimately, if Southgate finishes this tournament and thinks, yeah, I don't want to stay on, then it doesn't really matter what the FA want. So I think they may still leave, but I think if he doesn't leave, I will be pretty annoyed, to be honest with you, because I don't buy all this. We've got to a final and Southgate's perfect and all this nonsense that I've been seeing, right? I think we've got to a final. We've got to these semi-finals in the past. Not because of Gareth Southgate, in spite of him. And people can say that he's a bit harsh, but for me, it's not, because we have the players we've got has saved him in so many times. It's not down to Gareth Southgate. We see his negative approach, and yeah, he's the most successful manager since South Ramsey. But for me, we haven't won anything with that success, have we? We haven't won anything, and that's what sport's about, to win. And to be fair, Southgate's cost us in those moments that we could have won, i.e. the final in the last Euros. So yeah, I mean, Orest, what do you think? Because I did see this morning. I thought, what on earth am I reading here?
I think it's the fact that, I'm sorry, but it was said, even if we don't win it, they're looking at to give. I mean, for me, what I'll say to the FA is that you're basically rewarding failure. Because I know Southgate's probably is the best in manager since us 1966. But for me, let's say he doesn't win this, and you're giving him a new contract for what? What's the actual reason? Because for me, like yes, we could say, oh, he's taken us into many finals, but he has not won it. You can say that yes, he's taken us to finals, but the Italy one costed us. He costed us in that Italy game, that final. So for me, he cannot cost us again. We win it. I mean, they'll probably try and give him an extension. I don't think there'll probably be a bit of an outrage, but I think some England fans will have to accept and say, you know what, fair enough, because we won it. But at the end of the day, we might we might have to part ways. But look, I just hope that is not true. And it's loads of rubbish just to build up the momentum. But yeah, I mean, we will see. We will see what happens on Sunday. But for
Yeah,
me,
I
I
don't know.
think it's time to part ways with Southgate. In my opinion,
We,
win
we
or
just
yeah,
Yeah, no, I agree. Win or lose, we have to get, and I just think we need a fresh start. Just need somebody new. He's been here 8 years, so we need somebody new to come in now. But for me, I don't trust our FA. They're totally incompetent, in my opinion. They do like yes men. Southgate is definitely one of those, and that's it. The FA for us, yeah. I don't, I don't have any belief in those guys. But I mean, let's have a look here. Um, let's have a look. I missed a few. Every possession is really crucial. What we do with it, yeah, absolutely. If we need to make sure we get, yeah, we can't give the ball away cheaply, can we? Because if we do, we'll get punished every second, every minute. It is. I'm also gonna go a 2-1 Spain. Yeah, yeah. I'll be gutted if we lose. Well, we all will be, but yeah. I also did predict us to lose the last two. Yeah, so I'm just keeping up with the thing, guys. It really does mean we're gonna win this game, but I'm just gonna keep with this superstitious there. Um, brings brings Serena Wiegman in for the World Cup 2026. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. It would be. I think she's done very well for the women's team, and reunited the women's side of the game, and done. She's a very good manager. So um, I don't know if she would want to come over to the men's side because no women have decided to do that yet. Okay, maybe not many have been linked with it, but I know the Chelsea the Chelsea women's manager was linked with a lower league team. I think it's Wimbledon actually or something. I've forgotten her name now. I do apologise, guys, but I've forgotten her name. But the Chelsea women's manager who is about to leave, I forgot, but you know who I mean. But no, I don't know if women want to come over to the men's side because they might just be comfortable, But yeah, I mean, if it happened, yeah, I mean, I would totally be for it. Probably cause a few derogatory comments from people, but we don't take any notice of that, of course.
Emma Hayes.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, she does know how to win a major tournament. Absolutely. I don't care if it's the women's side or not. She knows how to win stuff, win trophies. Uh,
Trophy.
yeah, I don't think she'll come over personally. I
Yeah.
think she's quite comfortable in the women's side of it. I mean, do you see, Orest, that women may come over to the men's at some point? And what would you think about Serena Wiegman coming over to the men's national team? I mean, the men's side, because I don't think she'll want to really. Emma Hayes, thank you, Emma Hayes. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was linked with I think it was Wimbledon at the time. I seem to remember, or a lower league side anyway. But she said she didn't want to. But yeah, do you
I,
want to?
yeah, I think she's more likely to stay with the women's side. I think she feels more, comfortable and more valued over there. But yeah, it'll be nice, obviously, in general to see women's take over men's team. But I think it's respect and value they look out for us also. Yeah, but as we said, she knows how to win trophies. I was there for the final, so she knows how to win it. So listen, it'll be
We were
nice.
both. I know we were both there. We were both there. It was amazing. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. She's now the head coach of US Women. Yeah. Well, she's done well, hasn't she? So yeah, good luck to her on that one. But yeah, no. Let's hope we can. I don't want to say those 3 words, but let's hope.
It's coming home.
Oh, I'm refrained from saying that, but yeah. Is it going to? Are we going to make history, guys? We will soon find out. I'm not going to say my score prediction because the past 2 months I've said no predictions. So all right. Well, you are very superstitious too, then, aren't you? So yeah, no, I'm very superstitious, guys. So I'm not going to say it, but we all hope that we can do it. We can get over the line, and we'll be all in party mode come Sunday night into Monday morning, and probably a bank holiday. But it would be scenes, wouldn't it? But I mean, yeah. Don't jinx us, please. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm really careful.
Listen, and I'm excited, but those 3 words, yeah. We used to saying it before, and obviously nothing happened. But we'll relax and see what happens on Sunday.
I think it's because we can literally touch the trophy, but we can't, if you get me, because there's still that 1 hurdle to go. But we can actually it's just the air. But yeah, Orest, I appreciate you coming on, but I did forget to do this before. But feel free to shout at us. I forgot to do this last time, so yeah. But yeah, feel free to tell the people where they can find you, and yeah.
Nah, big up family on. Always good to speak with you, speak about England. Not about Southgate, but England in general. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Final big one. But yeah, you guys can find me on YouTube, Orest Football over there. I'll be doing some content with Euros, but I'll probably do one again soon. Probably tomorrow with a preview. And yeah, Instagram, same name as my YouTube channel as Orest Football, and over on Twitter as well, where I'm very active on the Orest Twitter. So yeah, I'm always refreshing my Twitter because obviously, if you don't know, I'm a United fan, so I'm refreshing, see any updates I'll be missing. So yeah, but first of all, before you do subscribe to me, subscribe to this wonderful channel, Huddersfield Town TV. Get it to 600 subscribers.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up, man. I appreciate that. It's great to have the support here. But yeah, guys, if you are watching this on playback, please do make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. What do you make? What are you feeling ahead of this game? Let me know your score predictions as well. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We do pray for a history-making win on Sunday. We will wait in anticipation. But I will be back tomorrow night for obviously the next episode of the pre-season games. Of course, the Terriers do go to Harrogate Town tomorrow afternoon, so I will be going live around 6 o'clock tomorrow to discuss the game and then obviously we'll be going to Austria, of course. So yeah, no, I will be live tomorrow, so feel free to tune in from 6 o'clock if you are free. We'll go through the game live, and yeah, hopefully it's another win. I'll be watching it on the live stream, of course. I am not doing any pre-season games, guys. Unfortunately, I'm saving up for the season because I do want to get to as many as I can, many games as I can this season away, and especially because I've got the season card. But I am waffling on. But yeah, guys, have a good rest of the evening. I will see you tomorrow. But yeah, let's hope this trophy is coming back home. Come on, England, and good night, and thanks for all your support. We will see you very, very soon, guys. Take care.